Good evening and welcome to my weekly 10 show where tonight I'm going to be talking about confidence and confidence without previous experience. So in a nutshell, what does that mean? Basically, when we approach anything new in life, we tend not to approach it with much confidence. And the reason being is because we don't know what we're doing. And that's a situation I found in my own life when I've started building my own business, my coaching business, and not so much because of the coaching side of it, because that's what I do, that's what I love, that's what I'm passionate about. It's the technological stuff that I don't like. And I never have done. I've never been a technologically minded person. And it's one of the things that drains my confidence. And it's like the opposite end of the spectrum for me, really, because on one end you've got the coaching, which is what I love to do. On the other end you've got the technological side, which is the things I hate to do. So how do I bridge that gap? That's what I'm going to come to. So, but before I want to go, I want to just mention tonight that I've got something coming up that's I'm really excited about, which is on next Tuesday. I've been invited to be on someone else's show for a change, and it's going to be Tuesday at 7:30 in the evening. And I'm going to leave the details in the comment section. So anyone who wants to watch that, they can tune in. It's Jeffrey St. Laurent, I'll get his name right. Jeffrey St. Laurent's Tuesday live show. And he's in America and he coaches. And he's asked me to go on his show as one of his success stories, which is great. And so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, that'll be great. So right into what I'm doing. So this also ties in again with my past experience, because when I was going through all the other stuff in my life, you learn over a period of time to be confident in yourself in order to get through certain things in life. Now, for instance, if I was when I was in prison and I was told that I was never going to get released, if I'd have believed that, then I wouldn't have got released. The bottom line is that I believed in myself, and I believed that I would get free. I would somehow. I didn't know how the hell I would, because at that time it was an impossible task. But I believed something would happen, something would change. And yes, unfortunately, things did change, but not in the way I thought they would. I thought I would get it overturned in appeal or whatever, but you know, in the long run, it didn't work out like that. But it still happened. I still kept going. I still kept faith in myself, and that's really what the key component of confidence is. It's trusting yourself in any situation, even the situations you're not comfortable with. So when you're thinking about confidence, and this is applying to everybody, don't matter what you're doing, you're looking at whatever situation it is, and your confidence might not be there, so therefore it'll affect your performance, and it might even stop you doing things. So you ask yourself, what are you preventing yourself doing through lack of confidence? And if that's, I don't know, going out, meeting people, getting a new job, doing the things that you enjoy, whatever it may be, if there's something that's lacking, if your confidence is lacking, it's going to stop you living your life in the way you want to live your life. So it's important to find ways to increase your confidence and build on that, so that you're confident in any circumstance, even the circumstances you don't enjoy, like the ones I just talked about when it comes to the technological side. I mean, because building a coaching business is not easy. The coach training is one thing. That's done and dusted. I'm a professional coach with P. Now I'm having to build the business online and all of these other things, which just drive me nuts at times. And the consequence of that is it just drains your energy, having to do things that just are alien to you. And it's like reading Chinese sometimes. I just don't understand it. So it can really affect how you feel, and it really affects how you move forward. So you can let that get to you. Can you let that hold you back? And it's the same with anything. If you let your confidence drain out of you, it will affect everything in your life, and everything will fall apart around you. So it's important that you find ways to actually overcome that drain of the confidence and move forward. So what I'm going to do is actually share with you a set of 5 main component things that we can do when we find ourselves in that situation where our confidence is low and we are approaching something that we don't have any experience with. So confidence without previous experience. So you can create that confidence no matter what you're doing. Okay, so the first thing is what I've just said there. You've got to trust in yourself. You've got to have that belief that no matter what you do, you can do it well. Even if it's something you don't enjoy doing, you can still do it. You have to trust that in yourself. You've got capabilities you're not even aware of. You're resilient. You've got inner strength. You can cope. You can deal with things. And that's one of the things I learned when I was going through all the shit in my life, that I had to find that resilience to keep going and keep moving forward and trust in myself. And resilience builds that sort of belief that you can deal with absolutely anything. So no matter what life throws at you, no matter what happens, all the obstacles that appear in front of you, rather than let them knock you down and drain you and stop you moving forward and, say, oh, it's easier to throw the towel in because I don't want to do this. And just avoid situations that you don't feel comfortable with. Rather than do that, you've got the resilience in your bag, because you can then turn around and say, well, I've dealt with this in the past, I know that I can deal with this in the future. So then you can move forward confident, knowing that you've got that resilience to deal with whatever happens, whether it's a curveball that comes out of nowhere, or it's something like I'm dealing with this technological side of stuff, which every day I just feel like, oh my God, I don't want to do that. But you have to do it. So you have to build that resilience. Increasing your consciousness is the third thing I would say, is because by that what I mean is because when we're allowing our subconscious mind to dictate how we feel, which is 90% of our lives, that increases our worries, that increases our stress and everything else that's going on around us. We overthink, so that we create a situation in our minds which just completely overwhelms us, and then we get to a point where we just can't cope with things, and we end up just throwing the towel in and not doing what we really want to be doing because we're so overwhelmed with stress, worries, all of the other crap. So bringing yourself into that conscious mindset, what that means is being able to live in the moment, be in the moment. So removing things like stress, removing things like worries, and allowing yourself just to be in the moment and experience things in the moment without expectancies, without worries and things like that, is fundamental really to being able to not only increase confidence, but to actually enjoy life. It's important to be able to enjoy life, and even the things that we don't enjoy, you will enjoy at some point, because when you've conquered something, like when you've worked something out, like I've been doing with all this stuff, like TikTok. I've started my TikTok channel this week. Before that, I was putting it off because I couldn't stand the idea of going on TikTok. But now I've done it. I'm pleased I've done it, because I've got thousands of people looking at my videos. So you feel that confidence rise because you've accomplished something that you didn't really want to do, but you've done it anyway. And that's where confidence comes from. It's when we achieve things and we feel good about ourselves. So being confident in situations like that creates feelings of success, of peace. Confidence comes from all of those things. It creates all those power, calm, all of these wonderful feelings. Now, if you're not feeling those naturally because you've accomplished something, you can create those feelings. You can create those things in your mind. So what you do is, by being conscious, by getting rid of the overthinking and bringing yourself back to the moment, when you're in the moment, then you can start thinking about things that actually create feelings of confidence, feelings of happiness, feelings of calmness, feelings of peace, inner strength, all of those things. So you basically think about things that create those feelings. And that's one of the things I help my clients do as a coach. So each moment describes exactly who you want to be at any given time in life. You can decide at any given time who you want to be, what you want to be doing, and it gives you the opportunity to decide what you want to be in life every moment. So what's gone before is irrelevant. What's happening in the future is not even is not real. All that matters is what's happening now, and you get to create that. So you get to create the confidence within you, and it's all down to how you perceive things and see life. So being consciously aware is fundamental Trusting yourself is massively important, because when you trust yourself, you know that you can do anything, you're resilient, you can cope with anything, and you're consciously aware of everything that's around you, so that you're not stressed, you're not worried, and you can cope with all the things that are going on around you, and you can focus on things. And yeah, things might be difficult at first, but you know that you'll be able to get through that and accomplish something. And when you do, your confidence will be a whole lot higher than what it is at the start. So like I said, you can create each moment as you want. You create your life moment by moment. But the thing is, most of us don't realise that. So most of the time we allow our subconscious to create our lives, and that's why most of the time we're all stressed out of our minds, because we're allowing all the crap, the fears, the limited beliefs and the assumptions and interpretations and judgments and all of these things that go on in the back of our minds from the past to run our lives now. So you've got to get rid of that. You've got to learn to remove those, and I can help you with that. That's what I do for a living. That's what coaching is. It's helping you remove all of those blocks and barriers to your thinking, so that you can clearly see, live in the moment and see a way forward. So I hope that's helped some people, because I know a lot of people get in touch with confidence issues, and it's a big problem for a lot of people, including me. So, it can be if you allow it to be. So, I've learned this week through with my stuff. So I hope this helped people. And if you're interested in hearing more about how I can help you with that and any other thing, please get in touch and let me know. And like I said, look out for my show the Tuesday. What's it called? The Jeff Laurent show on Tuesday. I'm going to post the details below anyway. So speak to you next week. See you soon. Bye bye.